y'all like that little intro video? Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Just trying to make my shit look a little more professional, you know? Didn't really I was like looking for non-copyright videos and they were all like so fucking weird and they were tough to find, so just made a little thumbnail, put a little effect over it and shit. Hopefully y'all like it. Hopefully y'all like it. Shoto, my guy, how are you doing today? What are you on today, Shoto? I was looking at the board for a while, and I found a couple spots that I like. One that I played, and I think it's a solid spot. Yeah, so I got 3 total props once again. But yeah, Shoto, what were you on today? And also, yeah, guys, leave some comments down below what you guys are on. Jaden, how you doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, leave some comments down below what you guys are on, guys. I think the slate is, I don't know, man. I don't think it's great. I was looking at it and found 3 plays, but it took me a long ass time. And as you guys know, I had this Anthony Edwards bet planned, guys, for like weeks, to be honest. And then I looked at it again. It was coming up and opened at 23.5. And then, guys, I don't know why people always do this shit. They bet it as soon as the lines come out, even though no one, like, that's how you get limited, because you're gonna get the closing line value no matter what. You're gonna get limited badly, and a lot of people can't even get like more than like $25 down and shit. So Anthony Edwards got nuked. Fucking felt like the Grinch stole Christmas, dude. I was looking forward to that shit. It's my favorite player, my favorite team in a primetime game, and I just wanted to sweat out a good old Anthony Edwards over bet. But you guys took that from me. So I honestly, I hope that Ant ends at 23 points so fucking bad tonight. I just don't want to see him score 24. But Wolves win, of course, but don't want to see him score 24. How we doing? Italy? Sweet. Hey, what time is it in Italy? Branis, is that how you pronounce it? Or is like the S silent? Is Branis? That's sweet, dude. Italy. I bet you got some nice weather going on right there right now. Yeah, Harden under 22.5 looks very solid. Yeah, for sure. I faded Harden recently. But yeah, for sure. I mean, OKC's like, I think the best isolation defense, if not top 3 for sure. And yeah, for sure. That's definitely a solid look. Slate is very mid. I agree, Jaden. I agree. I'm on Tatum 25.5. Should be super competitive and crazy by low line. Yeah, Tatum 25.5 is pretty low. And Wolves really don't double much. It's like they're like a team that like lets their guys go 1-on-1. And they'll especially let Tatum go 1-on-1 with the supporting cast around him. So he's at 26.5 now. So I think you got a good number. Yeah, for sure. But that 25.5, I mean, I'm looking at that stuff right now. Yeah, that's definitely a great look for sure. Okay. Wow, this filled up pretty fast, guys. Appreciate it. Appreciate everyone for showing some support. Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't even have the. I'm about to screen share and start sharing my picks. First, I got to open Props Madness, and as I'm doing that, guys, I'm going to quick shout out Props Madness. You can use code SB15 for 15% off Props Madness. If you guys are new here, if you guys are returning, you guys know Props Madness is by far the best tool to research props on the market. You can filter games with and without players. You can filter minutes, filter games against play types, against a dude's number 1 play types, against a dude's number 1 scoring zone, against teams by defensive rating, by points in the paint allowed, by usage, by how many shots they take, by pace, like literally everything. This is like the best tool on the market by far. I honestly think that it's like borderline impossible to be like a genuinely good bettor without it. So yeah, code SB15 gets you 15% off. It's what I use to make my bets. It's what I use to show you guys this stuff. So yeah, and let me quick get a little banner going. Let's do this. That looks smooth. Okay, sweet. All right, my first pick of the day. I couldn't resist. So yeah, his points moved up, but I could not resist, guys. Anthony Edwards over 3.5 3-pointers made plus 130, bet 365. And to all the gremlins out here who bet the shit early and screwed it up for everyone else, myself included, this Ant's over in only half of games for this line. And look at his 3-point line. So 25.5 is his line now. He's only over in half of his games. You go to the threes, you get 22 out of 32 hit rate to the over. And it's like literally the same like reasoning and stuff. And actually, I'm getting a little negative line movement. I guess someone's fading Ant's threes in this matchup. Celtics, if you go down here, third most points per game to pick and roll ball handler, third most points per game to isolation. Their 3-point numbers, yeah, it's like they limit above the break threes because, you know, spot ups happen above the break too. It's like they don't allow really any spot ups at all. But they play drop coverage, and that's why they allow so many points to the pick and roll ball handler. And obviously, Ant's most of his threes are pull up threes in the pick and roll, threes in isolation, stuff like that. So I mean, we can go to head to head this year because they already played each other. Ant made 6 threes. He shot 6 for 11, so super efficient. But Ant's also like the type of dude to like get up for this type of game too. So it's a great spot. Like he's going to be super engaged. He's going to have a coverage that he's very, very comfortable with. And he could just flow into threes all game. Obviously, guys, this is a great price at plus 135 at bet 365. I didn't even get it at that. I got a little worse price, but it's like widely available. Plus 120 other places. I think FanDuel is plus 120 as well. That's obviously still a great price. I mean, like, look at this hit rate. Like this shit's a pretty looking graph for sure. And what else do I have to say about this? I hope that he hits 4 threes and ends at 23 points. That would be ideal. 4 threes, 23 points. Wolves win, boy. That all happens, boy. I might be popping champagne because the merchants get caked. I don't, and my Wolves win. Ooh, that would be beautiful. That would be absolutely beautiful. Just kidding, guys. If you guys are on Ant over 23.5 points and you got it in, I do hope you guys win. And also, I just root for Ant. I hope that he scores 30 points, but also hits 4 threes for sure. So yeah, I mean, this is just like a great price, like great price, great hit rate, great matchup. He's going to be ultra engaged in this spot. Yeah, give me Ant, man. Obviously, guys, if you did, yeah, like I said, his points. If you have MGM, I mean, and can get down, that's a pretty good price as well. But yeah, the threes just have like a much better hit rate than the points, like anyways. So yeah, Ant over 3.5 threes. Really great price on that. Let's see. All right, let's get on to the next one. Going with Tyrese Maxey over 5.5 assists, and I'll quick use Props Madness, and then I'm going to actually pull up an on-off tool. But yeah, so Tyrese Maxey, let's go to Philly, Golden State. Okay, so his assists on the year, like obviously the hit rate is not great. Let's go to like 20, 24 plus minutes because I know he had a couple of shitty games. So yeah, on the year, I mean, he's only over in 12 out of 24 games. Doesn't seem like a great edge to begin with. And FanDuel moved a little bit. So best price is now at DraftKings. But this is a big filter. Go to with Joel Embiid, who rested last night. He was just, it was like the front end of a back-to-back. So he rested. He had 14 assists. This game, Embiid got hurt. So he only ended up with 2 assists, but Embiid did get hurt. I think he only played like 14 minutes or something in this game. Then he had 6 assists, and then he had 8 assists. Embiid got ejected from this game, but he still had a good assist game. Then against Boston, right? I mean, he only had 12 potentials, but he did have 12 assists, and sometimes potentials aren't like completely sticky because a lot of potentials are like usually when it's like leading directly to a shot. And if you guys have seen how stat makers give assists, that's not always the case. So, but yeah, 12 assists against Boston with Joel. 16 potentials, 6 assists with Joel. Then only, what the heck? Why did it go down to 0? Yeah, guys, Maxey over 0 assists. That might be a lock. Oh, no offer. That's why. Okay, well, anyways, the line's 5.5. So yeah, in the most recent game, I mean, he had 10 potentials. It's not terrible. I got logged out. Sorry, guys, don't steal my contact info. Or you can email this email if you want to reach out for business inquiries. Yeah, so potentials have been good. Assists have obviously been good in games with Joel Embiid. And then if we go here, we can go to his points, which obviously we don't care about his points, but pick and roll ball handler. So Golden State's number 2. They are typically a very aggressive team. They're a very at the level blitz heavy team in the pick and roll. And Maxi's like a blitz level player. Like he will cook you. I get that you have Embiid on the other hand, but Maxi will absolutely cook you in the pick and roll if you're not like slowing him down by playing him at the level and stuff. So I do expect them to continue to be aggressive in the pick and roll on Maxi. Or yeah, just like as they do. And Maxi definitely just like a player who fits that mold. And if you go down here, spot up, right? So obviously the roll man Embiid is going to be open most of the time, just because it's Joel Embiid, right? And it's like he's an easy assist target as a pick and roll man. But also like if Embiid isn't open, like and they're playing aggressive, they do allow the second most points per game to spot up as well. So just like low points per game to pick and roll ball handler for a ball dominant guard, and then allowing a ton of spot up stuff. That's just like a good recipe for high usage guard assists. And then on top of this, I think that Maxi's line is a little bit suppressed just because of how little Joel Embiid has played this year. But I'm going to quick stop screen sharing this and screen share this right here. What am I doing? Okay. Just got this up. Okay, so we're at Philly. Off the court, let's go to off the court and just look at the numbers with Joel off for Maxi. So I'll go to standard. Yeah, so with Maxi or with Joel off the court, Maxi is like literally only averaging 4.9 assists per 36. That's crazy. But the thing is, like Maxi also, these are like per 36, and usually you have to like dumb it down a little bit. But let's quick go to like recent Maxi minutes before we look at this. So Maxi played 42 minutes last night, 36 in a blowout win, 41, 41, 41, 33 in a blowout loss, 38, 40, 37. So like he's probably like this game is close. Like he's probably going to be around like 40 minutes. Like so these per 36. Like usually you have to dumb them down for Maxi. You quite literally don't have to do that at all, and can even expect like a few more minutes. But yeah, with Joel on the court. No, Maxi, it was 4.9 before, 6.75. So, yeah. And it was the same thing last year too, right? So let's go last year, Joel Embiid on the court. Maxi was actually a little bit higher. He was at 6.96 assists per 36 with Embiid on. Then last year, where's this foul merchant Joel Embiid? Oh, there we go. And then Embiid off last year. Yeah, so 5.28. So it's just like Maxi, like in games with Embiid, like he's just like way better assisting. And so like his overall assist numbers are going to be way down because like they haven't shared the court much this year because they've only played a couple full games together. So yeah, I think that this is like a good matchup in general for Maxi to just pass more than he shoots with the Golden State scheme. But also just like, yeah, it's just a nice buy low because Embiid has missed so much damn time, and he's put up good numbers with Embiid this year just like he did last year. All right, guys, got one more pick incoming. Let's get some comments going, leans, all that stuff. Like I said, if you guys give me a play, if you guys share a lean and I look into it and I end up playing it, that's free lifetime Discord for you. So might as well leave a comment, right? And then if I play it, if I like it, something I haven't played, I will for sure end up giving you lifetime cord. So just a little incentive to leave comments. Also, just like comment what you're playing. If you want like a game breakdown or all that stuff, just if you want my overall thoughts and stuff. So sweet. Next one, third and final one, Bobby Portis over 20.5 points and rebounds, -105 at DK. I just played this one. I don't really usually play Bobby Portis stuff, but recently there's been a few games where Brook Lopez, I was looking at Brook Lopez stuff and his minutes have been super down, even in games with Giannis and Lopez. And like Lopez is super old. Giannis, I don't think you want to overextend him. I think this is just like a good spot game. So Milwaukee's at home. They're 14-point favorites. Nets are on the second half of a back-to-back. I think this is just like a good spot for the Bucks to win comfortably, and for Bobby Portis. Like, you don't have to overextend Brook, you don't have to overextend Giannis, but it's also just like a great matchup. So if we go here with Giannis, with Dame, and with Brook, which I don't think Brook's missed a game. So yeah, season-long hit rate is like really not great. He's only averaging 19.6 PR. He's only over 9 out of 22 games. But what really put me over the edge with this one is against the Nets. So against the Nets, he had 26 PR, 16 and 10. Then against the Nets again with all these guys, 23 and 5. So points are also a good look. Okay, to be honest, guys, I played points, but I just didn't want to give it out as like my official play because it's not like completely widely available at a good price. But if you can get like DraftKings at minus 120, I think that's good. But if not, I'd actually just rather save the juice here. But like I said, I think this is more widely available, so I did share it. But if you guys can get down, and I tracked it there, I probably should have let you guys know about that. But yeah, if you can get down at the minus 120, I think I would prefer that. But it's just not widely available for me to give out as an official play. So this is way more widely available at better prices and stuff. So yeah. So points and rebounds. Yeah, 19. Like I said, it's not a great hit rate, but he's had great games against the Nets. And the reason why for this is because actually, let's quick go to like Dame, and I'll show. So I mean, the Nets are insanely aggressive in the pick and roll. Like Dame and Chris are very reliant at scoring in the pick and roll. So yeah, they really try to scheme away against the pick and roll ball handlers. They'll be very aggressive. So it's a really bad matchup for Dame and Chris. And then Giannis, I know, had a bad head-to-head game against the Nets. Yeah, one time he only had 11 shots and 11 free throws. And then he had a better game next time. But was that recently? No. Yeah, he had a better game next time. But one time they did really wall up hard against Giannis. So let's see. Let's go back to Bobby Portis. And yeah, so why he has so much success against the Nets, I don't think I got to that yet. Yeah, so Bobby, his number one play type is post up. He'll get a ton of post up stuff. And spot up. Obviously, the spot up is like a direct correlation with how they defend the pick and roll, right? So yeah, I think it's a really good matchup for BP, and obviously like the numbers, his numbers against the Nets have shown that so far. Put back. And yeah, just like I think it's like a good game environment. Like I said, like I mentioned, like the 14-point spread. I think that Bobby, like Brook Lopez is old, like I said. I don't think you want to play him big minutes. Giannis, you want to rest him as much as possible, all that good stuff. The Bucks don't really have a backup center at all, a backup big at all, besides this dude named Liam Robbins, who I've actually, like, I'm like an NBA like sicko and like know like damn near every player. I didn't even know like there was a dude named Liam Robbins in the league, but apparently there is. So he's really like the only backup big. And also like look at his like minutes the last few games. This one was against OKC. I don't think you want going small ball in that game. And also that was super high leverage. Or you don't want to go big ball. And then Indiana, so the most recent, he played 31 minutes, which is super nice. Played 23 minutes, which is fine. He played like 32 and then 31. So yeah, he's been playing like pretty good minutes, even with like Giannis and Brook recently. I know he started off the year really cold, and all the Bucks fans were calling to trade him and shit. So yeah, I think he might just be in like better form. I know the game's at home. I know he's had some good home road splits in the past, but looks like no, that doesn't really change much. So yeah, just really like the game state, really like the matchup, and I think he's trending in the right direction for Bobby. Great head-to-head history against the Nets this year. So yeah, I think there's a lot to like about BP here today. All right, let's get into some of the comments. Let's see, Austin Reeves. Shoto said Austin Reeves PRA. DJJ is that Derek Jones PR. I was thinking about Bobby, so I saw it. I'm gonna just tell you, sweet. Yeah, Reeves might be a good. Reeves is someone like without D'Lo, Reeves is like usage is gonna go like way up. I mean, holy shit. Yeah, against Cleveland, that's crazy. Let's see. Is there any games? Let's see, with AD and LeBron, without D'Lo. Oh, whew. So, so Reeves, holy shit, dude. My gosh. This is without D'Lo, and then what's his like usage in this game? This is without D'Lo, and then with LeBron and AD. His usage was 29% and 31%. Holy shit! So we could get a little bit of a bigger sample size. Austin Reeves, let's give him like 27% usage or some shit. He's only had that 3 times. What the hell? 23%? His usage is crazy, man. That's actually insane. What's his Shoto? This might be a gem. 18.5 points. Can't share that because it's not widely available, but that's a crazy good look. His usage is absurd, dude. Let me quick go back to that filter. Okay, with LeBron and with AD and without D'Lo. 26 points. He took 20 shots, 6 free throws. 20 shots, 13 free throws. This is his rebounding's been really good. I don't know like why his rebounding would be affected by no D'Lo. I don't think that's like correlated at all. Like that just doesn't make sense. But yeah, assists, 13 potentials, 17 potentials. What's like PA 25.5? This is a great look. Holy shit. Shoto, this is fucking money, dude. And even PRA is not bad because what's that, like 5 rebounds? 29.5. Bet 365 be updating slow as hell. This is some great stuff. Let's quick check the matchup. What's the pick and roll handler? Because he's not really going to be much. He's going to be more so that I guess the matchup isn't. But they do foul a lot, and Reeves flops like a fish. Yeah, Reeves. I think Reeves' line just might be too low. I mean, this usage is crazy. Like, what the heck? 31. Okay, AD did get injured in that game, which is worth noting. And it's a small sample size, but this is just, yeah. I mean, hold up. I'm kind of flabbergasted too because I think he is going to have to play big minutes. He played 38, 37. So I guess we could just like take these numbers at flat. We can do. Let's just do Austin Reeves with D'Lo off the court because those dudes are going to be staggered and stuff. And this is last year. Okay, so he might be playing a little bit out of his mind. I don't know. I think that's a really, really good bet, though. Shoto, Austin Reeves stuff makes a ton of sense. That usage has been crazy. I might just like chill back on it. I'm looking at his usage on off right now, and his like per 36 numbers are kind of aligned with that with D'Lo off. So I might chill out on that for like a little bit, but I think I might just be like overthinking it. So I really like that. Why not? G said, I just got here. What's your thoughts on Ant's 24 points? Yeah, that's gone, long gone. Unfortunately, I played his over 3.5 threes. I would have played 24.5, but we got the Gremlins got to it last night and fucking ate it all like they were raiding a Clash of Clan base. Yeah, so obviously I really like it, but let's see. Yeah, Chris assists make a ton of sense because when he does get pick and roll reps, they're going to be up on him. And yeah, no, I like this a ton. If I would play minus 120, bet 365, 100% if that was like a widely available price, but it's just not. That's a great price. That would definitely be a play if it was minus 125 or minus 120 widely available. So yeah, why not G? He played 31 minutes last game. Yeah. Bobby made me the most money this season. Hell yeah, dude. I feel like you just got to find like the right spots for Bobby because sometimes in like a hyper competitive game where like they need defense. That's another thing about the Bobby bet. You don't need defense against this Brooklyn team. Like they're not a good offensive team. Yeah, I think they'll have Cam Thomas and D'Lo, but like who cares? So yeah, Bobby, you just got to find the right spots for Bobby. I agree. I really like Nemhard over 10.5 points. Miami zone could help him get open looks. Yeah, Jaden, I think that could make sense. The one thing I don't really like about But also it's Nemhard, right? Jane, that actually makes a ton of sense. Is that 10.5? Pretty juice. So it's 11. It's basically 11.5 for everyone. But yeah, what's the minutes? 32, 33, 29. Okay, because he's had a ton of like really shitty minute games. Let's do like 25 plus. Okay, he had some stinkers to start the year. Nemhard's a damn good player. I think he has been playing really good recently. I think he can get some spot up looks. The only thing that I guess the thing is with the Pacers, I was looking at them. Literally, none of their players are like spot up players in the starting lineup. Like Halliburton's obviously not. Miles Turner's obviously not really, even though he kind of is. Siakam really isn't. Mathurin like isn't at all, which is a little bit surprising to me. But yeah, I think that the one thing, Jaden, about this is that Nemhard does get a fair bit of pick and roll reps, but the thing is, like, he's not like a lethal pull up shooter. So it doesn't really make sense for them to be super aggressive on him as well, if that makes sense. Has he played against Miami at all this year? Let's see, head to head. No, he hasn't. Yeah, I think like Nemhard's a good player, dude. Like I don't know, like if you guys saw what he did last year, man. Like he's a damn good player in the playoffs when Hallie went out, and his minutes are finally starting to come back up. Yeah, I think that the line. I think that this is a pretty good bet. I think he has like a fine matchup. I don't think it's great. Does he even like shoot threes though? Really? Yeah, a little bit. He's just like he's a really good player. So yeah, I think that's a solid look for sure. I'm probably not going to bet anything on the Pacers because they don't have like a distinct spot up guy, which sucks. Yeah, Yeah, it's a great bet for sure. Tyler said, "Are you on Aiden? Crazy history versus Charmin, bro. What the hell? What are you on, bro? Calling him Charmin." That should make me laugh. Yeah. So they got blown out a little bit. Guess when the games have been close, he's been playing pretty good minutes. He had 10 rebounds. Doesn't seem crazy for Aiden. Let's give him let's just filter out the bullshit. 24 plus, solid hit rate. Tyler, to be honest, I'm not a big fan of like historical rebound data, like especially when it's like AD against Aiden. Like I guess he does always guard him, but let's see, Anthony. I'll look it up on StatMuse. Anthony Davis or DeAndre Ayton. Shit. Also, guys, my freaking Mac is like actually about to die on me. Not die, but like because I have it plugged in, but my Mac is slow as shit right now. Oh my gosh, I can't type. DeAndre Ayton logs versus Anthony Davis. Yeah, I guess it's been pretty good on Portland. 19-4, 16-7. So it's like 50%. I don't know. Points. I don't know. Yeah, rebounds. I think it's like a fine number. I don't think you have a crazy edge though, and you're laying pretty decent juice. He's averaging 30. Oh, without D'Lo. Okay, we can go check that out. Yeah, I should have looked at that. My bad, Shoto. Yeah, that was a because this Lakers team is like very similar. Obviously, like slightly different head coach, but we can go to last year too, with Bron, with AD, without D'Lo, because that matters for sure. Yeah, holy shit. And then 34.2 this year. Yeah. I mean, he's been awesome. This is a really good bet for sure. And especially if you have like a bet 365, that's some really good shit. The one thing about it too is like the one thing I don't like about Reeves though, matchup wise, is that they're so bad in transition. And when I looked at transition, like Reeves was like I think the second lowest on the team outside of AD. And sometimes like LeBron can really take over a game against bad transition defenses, but that's like, I mean, this line seems. Let's see, he went under against Denver. He shot bad. 10 assists. Yeah, what am I doing, bro? This is a good bet, but fuck, dude, I hate when it's like this because I can't give out this 29.5 line. 30.5 is still a good bet. Yeah. I mean, guys, I fully recommend if you guys have Bet365, like go play this shit for sure. What about D'Lo over 5.5 dimes? I don't know. That stuff is like weird to me. Like it's a back to back. They're probably gonna rest random people and shit. I don't know if D'Lo is gonna fall in that bucket. I think that 16 potential assists. Ben Simmons for sure isn't gonna play. Um, Cam Thomas who is like a big he's not a good assist target because he's just like an ISO person. I don't know like how the minutes are gonna work if they're gonna stagger. I just think I lean over for sure. But I think that there's a lot of like variation going on with this Nets team. Like he might not even play. Cam Thomas is going to play. Ben Simmons isn't, which is Ben Simmons not playing is good for D'Lo's assists, but Cam Thomas playing isn't, I would assume. And then just like it's a back to back. I don't know. I wonder if like Cam Johnson's even going to play. So I lean over, but I think there's like a lot of like variance for this one. Lou Dort points. Mr. Don't Mac, if I'm going to be honest, if there's one thing like I don't know like shit about, it's like what the Clippers are going to do on defense. They're so like if you like look at their chart, like they're just like all over the place. I guess they're good in isolation, which is actually one thing I did notice that I did have like a decent lean was Shea. Shea had 9 assists in each game against the Clippers this year. 19 potentials in the second game, which is pretty crazy. This was without Chet and Hartenstein. And then this one was with Chet and then without Hardenstein. But yeah, I mean, and it kind of checks out. Obviously, they're being super aggressive in isolation, right? They're the best team in isolation. Pretty good against pick and roll ball handlers. But the Clippers are just kind of like all over the place if you like look at their stuff. Like they're pretty mid everywhere. Mid or just like they're pretty slightly above good average in like every play type. And then if you go to like the opposing defense, they're not like a clear like funnel really anywhere. So it's like Clippers, I don't know if I've bet a prop against the Clippers before, but I think that Shea assist actually makes sense. And then you said Lou Dort 10.5. Yeah, that's pretty correlated with 12 shots, 14 shots. Yeah, I don't have much conviction against props against Clippers, but I think that like that's correlated. Like I said, I do lean Shea over assists. So and obviously Dort's had good volume in these games. At the end of the day, bro, you're betting on Lou Dort. He's like one of my least favorite players to bet on, like for just because like I feel like he's just so hit or miss with like his like shooting. But I think that you have something cooking here. I think that this is a pretty solid look. Dante over 10.5 points. Is that DiVincenzo? Oh wait, he has props. Where is Dante? He doesn't. Dante doesn't have any props. I was like looking for his stuff. I think that this is a good matchup. A lot of Dante stuff. I mean, Dante's like a spot up guy and stuff, yeah, but like, dude, he's been getting a ton of usage, dude. He's really, I mean, he's been playing like Knicks Dante the last 2 weeks. So yeah, 10.5 points and he's been closing every game. He's been playing like, bro, he's been playing like literally like 2 16-minute stints a half or some shit like that. Like it's pretty ridiculous. Like he really doesn't even like come out of the game. He's like gonna get like 30 minutes. Oh, he's on FanDuel. He's probably only on FanDuel, but yeah, guys, fully endorsed Dante stuff for sure. And yeah, it's like he'll get usage. Like he gets usage, like a ton of like off ball stuff, like for him. He's not just like Jaden McDaniels is a spot up guy, someone who just like sits in the corner. And that's like, but Dante, yeah. I definitely can get behind that. What the hell is this, Tyler? I think PA is a good pivot. Oh, wrong account. Oh shit. Yeah, PA is a good pivot for Reeves. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I agree. Dude, Reeves stuff is like definitely like good. I want to bite on Embiid rebounds. Center's been eating crazy. Dude, the thing is, Con, bro, the Warriors have Steph Curry, and I would assume. So I was actually on Simon's points the last game Embiid play. I was on Simon's over, and Philly played a ton of. Simon's like started cooking Embiid's drop coverage, and they immediately went zone. So I think that there might be a good zone. I might be playing a lot of zone. But the thing is, like the Warriors will try to like if Embiid's guarding like a pick and roll action, like he can't be playing drop. Let's see, he's at 9.5. I don't know, dude. He's been playing really good minutes. I played his PRA over against Utah, and he looked like shit trying to grab rebounds. That also is an altitude, I guess. Maybe he was a little tired. I don't know, man. I wouldn't play it. And I wouldn't say I totally get where you're coming from. Like his minutes have been good, and if like I don't know, let's give him 32 to what 37 minutes. Yeah, like he had a great hit rate on that last year for sure, but I don't know, man. I wouldn't play it. Cam Thomas took 18 shots in 25 minutes. Yeah, Cam's gonna be chucking for sure. Like I said, dude, just like it's the first game with Cam and D'Lo. I don't know how the usage is gonna go. I would assume that they get staggered. But these and also guys like these Nets aren't trying to win games. Like they're tanking team. They won too many games to start. So like Cam Thomas coming back from injury, like yeah, I mean 25 points, 25 minutes, 18. He didn't even shoot good either. Like ridiculous stuff. But there's just like a lot of variance. Like he's probably only going to play like 26 minutes. I don't know, man. I don't want to touch any net stuff because they're clearly a team that is like trying to tank. That's going to rest a ton of people randomly on a back to back and like play random minutes. And I don't know, man. I just net stuff for me is like a headache. So yeah, I think it's like a good matchup, and like 25 against the Magic on poor efficiency is very impressive. But I think there's like a lot of like variation going into it. Dame 3 threes and Ant 3 threes. So Dame threes is like honestly, Dame threes. I actually have like a very strong lean to the under on that because Dame gets most of his threes out of the pick and roll. Like his threes aren't like from being a spot up guy. And let's see, he's played Brooklyn. And yeah, he's played Brooklyn with Giannis. Literally 2 for 7, 1 for 7. But 7 threes is like really bad volume for. So honestly, I have like a really Rain, I don't mean to be a dick, dude, but I kind of actually want to like fade this. Like, because this is actually like a really bad matchup, bro. Like, look at the pick and roll ball handlers. One. That's like how he gets his threes. And like, yeah, they're like they only allow the 10th fewest above the break threes, but that's because a lot of this they lost so many spot ups, and that's just not how Dame gets his threes off. So, and what's isolation? Like they're above average in isolation as well too. So, we could go to with Giannis, games with Giannis. So he actually has a pretty good hit. Yeah, Rain. I don't mean to be a dick, dude, but I might actually fade this. Not opponent's points in the paint. Well, you said 3+ threes, so you're looking for a juice reducer, but yeah, Dame is not a good juice reducer. Opponent ranks versus play type. Let's do like bottom half of the league. Okay, I guess 5 out of 10. So that doesn't really change stuff. But like this is Dame gets his threes out of the pick and roll, and they're not going to play drop on him. They're going to be aggressive. So and yeah, just with Giannis, pretty good hit rates to the under. Man, I faded Dame's threes before, and it was against OKC, which is another brutal matchup, and he got really hot. And that was a high leverage game, though. This is not a high leverage game. Okay, guys, I'm deciding if I want to play Dame under 3.5 threes right now. It is a really bad matchup. Good historical stuff. I'm already on a Portis over. I don't know. Hardenstein double. Let's quick check that out. What's the price on it? Because Props Madness doesn't show double prices. Actually, yeah, I'll check it out once you give me the price. Why not you? Maybe not Dame, but any good 3-point matchups today? Yeah, Ant for sure. I think that Curry. What's Curry 4+ maybe? Spot up guys. Who's like spot up guys? Like I think that spot up guys on the there's not really anyone on the Pacers who's a spot up guy. I think that Tatum threes is a decent matchup. I don't know what it's at. Ant and Tatum, you could do a SGP. Rudy plays drop, obviously, and Tatum got up 12 threes versus Minnesota. I think that 3.5 3 is a pretty safe line for Tatum. So Tatum, pretty good matchup. Oh, there we go. Here's the Dante lines. Only at FanDuel, though. Okay. Oh, shit. We got a lot of comments. I appreciate the comments. Which one was that? Okay. Curry at 22.5. Yeah, I think Embiid on the court just makes it tough to guard, right? I think it makes it really tough to guard. If they go zone, like they're gonna give up a lot of shots. Just like they're not gonna be able to guard jump shooters good with and it's 23.5 now, I guess, unless you have Bet Rivers. Yeah, I think that this is a good price. I think it's a good matchup with Embiid playing. They're just like, Embiid's like you can use Embiid to your advantage because he just can't guard in space at all. Like he can't switch onto Steph. He's just not moving good. I think that Steph makes a ton of sense. Steph called the team out too, called his team mid. So, should be a good focus spot, I guess. I think it's a primetime game as well. Yeah. Shit, Curry, dude. I do like Curry, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Shit. What's his PRA? 33.5. FanDuel, 34.5 everywhere else. I do like Curry stuff, man. I think it's a good spot for him. Just like calling the team out last game. Embiid, like he's gonna be in. He just can't really move, bro. Like the defense isn't gonna be good for Philly. It's in like a quick guard who can shoot the shit out of the ball like Steph is gonna be able to expose that with Embiid on the court. So yeah, I do like Steph stuff tonight. Should play good minutes. I don't see the Warriors getting blown out by Philly, especially at home. Let's do like a minute filter. Let's give them 30 plus. 10 out of 17. I guess there's 32 and a half. Oh wow, yeah, 33. Because I also like Curry assists for that same reason. I think that Curry can, like, if they go zone, Curry can get assists. Curry can shoot them out of it. I think that there'll be like a lot of stuff going on, and I like his minutes too. So yeah, 30 plus minutes. Like I said, I don't think Philly has a good answer for Steph just with Embiid on the court. I might play this. Tommaso. I might play this. Dame rebounds. Rain, honestly, yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think that rebounds because Chris Middleton, he's starting now and he doesn't play any on-ball defense. He just like scoops like weird rebounds and stuff. Yeah, Tyler Curry PRA might, and also just like guard rebounds. I don't. The only time I really like doing guard rebounds is like when it's like Josh Hart and shit. Josh Hart's such a beauty, dude. Guys, I love Josh Hart so much. Like he's actually, I think he might be like my second favorite player behind Ant. Like every time I bet on him, I feel like he comes through. He just like rebounds his ass off. Like he had like fucking 0 points like until like 3 seconds left in the first half and still cashed a 28.5 PRA line. Like he's just such a beauty. Yeah, Tyler. I do really like this Curry one because I think you can it feels his minutes feel safe tonight, And yeah, I just like with Joel, like I just think that this team is really gonna struggle. Like they can go zone against Curry, like good luck, buddy. And then you can go, man, you can play drop. Good luck, buddy. You just put him in the pick and roll in general. He's gonna go past him. He's gonna find like a shooter. Yeah, I think that Curry stuff makes a ton of sense. It's a primetime game. Stuff like that does matter, guys. I think that Steph's gonna be up for this one. I'm very confident about that. Yeah, Philly I don't trust their defense with Embiid. Man, Bet Rivers, what the hell are you doing, bro? I guess 30 minutes, being 30 plus minutes is being generous. Like, there's definitely range of outcomes where he doesn't do that. Yeah, but even like 30. Yeah, I do like that. I'll think about playing it. And who said that? Tommaso kind of put me onto that. Bro, if he called the team out, he's going to nuke. Yeah, for sure. Tommaso, if I end up playing this, let's see, you're on YouTube. Tommaso, leave your Twitter comment. If I end up playing Steph, I'll give you Discord. All right, guys. Well, let's quick recap my 3 plays. Ant Edwards over 3.5 threes plus 130, bet 365. Celtics play drop. Ant's going to be up for this game. It's a primetime game against one of the best teams in the league. He's definitely going to be locked in. I think he has like a 22 out of 32 hit rate on the year. This is plus 130. So checks all the boxes for me. Maxey over 5.5 assists. Splits are way, way better with Joel on the court than off the court. And Joel's been off the court for most of the year, and the books are kind of pricing it like Joel's, like it's just like a normal line. Also, Golden State aggressive in the pick and roll, second fewest points per game there, but second most points per game to spot up. That's a great combo for a high usage on ball pick and roll heavy guard like Maxey. Portis over 20.5 PR, like the game state, 14-point favorites. Maybe rest old man Brook a little bit. They should be up comfortably. Portis had like 28 and 26 PR versus Brooklyn this year. They're the worst team at defending post-ups in the league. Portis does a ton of spotting up, obviously, also. And Nets are like third worst at that. So, yeah, Portis has been coming alive recently, and I think it's a great matchup for him. Great game state. I follow you from Italy. Appreciate it, my man. Tomas, can you comment your Twitter, though, if I do? Because I think I might end up playing Steph. I'm not completely sure. But I do want to give you a shout out if that's the case. Let me just quick check one thing. I'm going to quick screen share this thing before I go. I'm going to go to NBA opponent catch and shoot frequency, and it's like tough because Embiid, bro, he just like hasn't really played. Joel Embiid stats, and he didn't even play last night, right? Okay, so he's played in 7 out of the last 10, even though 7 out of the last 10, 2 of these games were ejections. But okay, let's go do catch and shoot. Okay, let me quick screen share this with you guys. Also, let me get this Bobby Portis bullshit out here. Okay, screen share. Let's go to the NBA. Okay, so this is catch and shoot stuff. Let's just go to frequency. Where's Philly? Philly's like, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13. So 13th highest catch and shoot frequency last 10 games, and then pull up frequency last 10 games. Philly. Is this opponents? Yeah, it is. Okay, Philly's not even that high. Oh wait, this is all season. My bad. Okay, so pull up last 10 games. Philly is 7th highest, so they've been kind of giving up a lot of pull-ups, and then catch and shoot because they went zone a few times. And then, so yeah, they've kind of been a jump shot funnel with Embiid, which kind of checks out to what I'm saying. Yeah, I do just like the spot for Steph. Unfortunately, the line's not completely widely available, so I don't know. I'll sleep on Steph for a little bit. I'll go night on Steph for a little bit. Yeah, Josh Hart's a freaking beauty. Okay, guys, well, that's going to do it. We got up to 776. That's awesome. Guys. Appreciate everyone who commented. Appreciate all that stuff. From the comments, my favorite plays were Shoto gave out a beautiful play in Austin Reeves over PRA, over PA. I believe it's 29.5, 30.5, or 26.5, 25.5 for PA. His usage has really been absolutely crazy without D'Lo. So I think shout out Shoto. He also has an account that you guys should follow on Twitter. I think it's called Picks for the People. I just pulled it up, one of his comments. But yeah, Austin Reeves stuff, I think that's a really good look by Shoto. And you guys should follow his Picks for the People account. He's an up-and-coming better. I think that Jaden had a good bet. Or Mr. Don't Lack. Ludor points at 10.5 made some sense for sure. Yeah, Jaden, what do you say? Yeah, Tatum 25.5, like that as well. Let's see, what were the other good ones? Yeah, Curry stuff makes sense as well. So yeah, and then I think there's some good stuff, good comment stuff. Appreciate everyone who commented, but that's going to do it for today. And I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time, 8:45.